Hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Just Flow. I'm Allie.
I'm SJ.
And we like to discuss self-love, self-evolution, while also amplifying the voices of the everyday people. We like to bring on people from our lives and eventually strangers to talk about what self-love, self-evolution means to them and speak to their experiences and like how their life journey is going so far. We hope that you, the audience, get from these conversations are just some gems or golden nuggets that can help you along your life journey.
Yes.
So yeah, we have some wonderful guests today, and I'm so excited to talk to them and for you all to meet them as well. So Sunju,
Are we ready?
we are ready.
1, 2, 3.
Hey!
Hello. Hi.
Guest
Welcome.
of the hour.
Welcome to our show, to Just Flow. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, everybody. My name's Huilin.
My name is Tamey.
It's so good to meet you guys.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming on our episode. I know you all could probably be doing whatever else, so we do appreciate you
I
taking
didn't
out
have
the time.
plans.
Yeah. Once again. So I do appreciate y'all. So do you want to like speak to how we are connected and met these two wonderful
Yes.
people?
So, I know Tammy because I go to this nail salon, nail business, and you are like into the nail business, and that's how I know Tammy. And how do you know your friend Huilin?
So I was working there first, but then I met Huilin there, but Huilin left. But she's still my nail tech, so it's okay.
I
Yeah.
love your nails. Oh my
No,
God.
you have beautiful
Thank you.
nails.
Yeah, I'm in the process of taking them off.
We're gonna I didn't even realize we just
There you go. We'll zoom in close.
This is my first time meeting these two lovely ladies. So just as you guys are getting to know them, I will be getting to know them as well.
You think I'm
And-
lovely?
Oh,
Thank you.
of course. Are you kidding? I
I
The look
try.
It's given. I love it. And the energy. So yeah, to start off, we just like who's Huilin, who is Tammy?
So I'm Tammy, and I'm from Philly. I'm 22. Just
So
like
just like what do you like to do? Who like what kind of person you are? Not really like.
I mean,
this is whatever you want to share
Whatever you
about
want to share
yourself.
about who you are. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I go to work and then I just go out after work and then I chill sometimes. Yeah. I watch a lot of TV though.
What you watching these days?
I'm watching White Lotus right now. I like it.
I love
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I only watched season 2 because everybody was saying season 2 was better than season 1. So I started with season 2.
I
Yeah.
think season 1 was better, but
I'm going to go back because it is good. I finished.
Yeah.
I pretty much started on Monday and I'm on the last episode.
It's
so.
addicting. Plus, it's not that much episodes. Yeah.
But it was weird. I kept thinking someone was going to die, but nobody died.
They make you with all the music.
Yeah.
It's a good episode. Good show. But yeah. So you work, you do nails, you do fabulous nails.
And I'm a Cancer.
Are you into like spirituality, zodiac?
I'm into zodiacs a lot, but spirituality, I don't know if I'm really into it that much. Like I tried the rocks and stuff and sages,
The rocks and stuff.
but I feel like it does work because you believe in it. But I don't know, like, does it actually work if you don't? Because you believed in it to like a certain extent, so then you speak it into existence. But I do believe in manifestation.
Yes, we all do.
I'm a Scorpio. Born in New York, pretty much raised in Philly. I'm just like also doing nails. Probably don't want to do that all my life though. I don't know.
So are you very creative?
I am very creative, so I don't know how to really describe it honestly, but I like creating content and like works of art. So that could just be anything, like creating content and like works of art. So that could just be anything, like that could be like a painting, nails, doing makeup, doing my hair, just anything creative I do enjoy doing.
You
That's
really
nice.
give that creative energy. You
Yeah,
do.
you do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I pretty much like dabbled in everything. Like hair.
What's your favorite like expression, if you have one?
I don't have a favorite. Like, I feel like this is where I kind of have like an identity crisis, because I don't really have like a favorite anything. I don't really have a favorite food, favorite color.
I have a favorite person.
Do I have a
It's
favorite?
me.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, let's go with it.
But yeah, so I enjoy everything. I guess I'll just have to say nails, because that's the one I'm best at right now.
Cool. I commend nail techs, because I don't know how you all do it. Like,
It's like
When I-
perfect shape, you know?
yeah, literally. Like, when I
Yeah.
try to do my own nails, it just does not. I got the gel. Okay, I followed this TikTok. I got the gel kit, the UV light lamp. I followed everything to the T, and the nails didn't last 5 minutes.
It'd be like that.
So, I commend you guys.
Yeah.
So Tammy, like, when you do nails, do you like do a lot of freestyle work, or like how, like, where do you get your inspiration from?
Usually my clients just send me pictures and I just be like if I could do it or not. That's pretty much it. But I don't really like freestyling. It scares me because like I'll be scared to do something you don't like it. So like if a client be like I don't know what they want, I mean they don't know what they want, I'll just like pick out like 3 pictures and be like pick what you like out of this. But I don't like to actually freestyle, like start without knowing what I'm doing.
Yeah, because you don't want to piss them off, right?
Yeah, or like let's just say you put a lot of work into something,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Oh, I don't really like that," and I would just be looking like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, you can't really hide your disappointment there. Okay. Well, thank you guys for sharing.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the next segment. Just to sort of like a little icebreaker. Name to flow. And this is where we share our favorite social media posts. As of lately, it could be funny, sad, enlightening, whatever you want it to be, as long as it speaks to you. And yeah, so whoever wants to go first, please feel free.
Basically what it was this girl was complaining about how she let this person into her house and she opened the door to her bedroom and they ran out. So that's it. But then the husband was in the background, like she was saying how like she did everything for this person. Well, you know, and this
I'm confused.
and the husband was in the background screaming. He was like, "But you let her in though." And that's when she was like, "All right, let me show y'all this. Let me show you this viewer." And she flips the camera and it's a cat.
What?
Wait, I'm confused.
No, so
This
basically,
person was a cat the whole time.
yeah. So she was talking about her cat, but instead she was like really going in, like snapping, like, "When I get home, I open the door," and she ran out. The whole time she was talking about her cat.
This is why I don't have pets. Because I'm just like, wow, we spend all this money for pets. And then
They
we
have
still
like
have,
pet hotels.
Oh
we still
yeah,
have to clean up their
pets
pee
are
and poop.
expensive, and then like they be doing anything like for attention. Like your dog will pretend like their leg is broke.
free.
Like that's for attention.
Oh gosh. But yeah, so we'll if you send the link, we'll put that somewhere on the video. And if you want to see this video,
It's really
for those of us who are not watching on YouTube, we'll link that in the bio.
It's really my favorite video. Like I can find it in 2 seconds because I love that video.
So okay.
I'll send it to you.
Huilin?
I actually don't have a favorite.
Oh,
Her favorite post is her post.
Oh, I mean,
What?
Your favorite post is your post.
My post? No. I don't even like my own posts. I end up archiving them.
oh really?
Yeah.
Why?
I just keep staring at it, you know?
Oh yeah. I know. You look at it. When you take a picture, you stare too long. You start
I
like
feel like I'm a perfectionist, so
See,
like
like-
then I'm just like no.
start looking cross-eyed. Start seeing a pimple on your
I'm
face.
just like proportions are wrong.
It's like picture from 3 months ago. You're like, why did I post that?
Oh my
I
god.
know.
The pictures I take when I'm drunk, I be thinking I look so cute, and the next day I look back and was like, oh, please.
Oh my
delete
god, when you be drunk and posting on your story the whole night, and then
God.
you wake up the next day and you're like, who is this
I'm so
person?
Whenever I have a drunk night, I'm so scared to open Instagram.
Or when you go to a concert and then you watch the videos the next day and you're screaming in the background. That's so embarrassing. And I'm just like, everybody else heard this too. Nobody was going to say nothing.
All of your Instagram watched it. No taking it down anymore. But that's real.
Yeah. What's your favorite meme of the day?
Okay, let me pull this up.
I try to look through my screenshots.
Favorite meme is this. I don't know, what was this show called? Daria? Anyways, for those of us,
I didn't have cable.
My friend. what does it say?
I didn't have cable growing up.
it's I'm gonna read it.
I don't know either.
It looks like Polly Pocket, but it's okay. It's Daria. Anyways, so from this Instagram account called babyangel.jpg, the meme, the background is a bunch of girls. It's once again a screenshot from Daria, and the girls are getting ready for bed. Looks like there's a sleepover. They look all cute, and it says, "My friends and I about to have the most deranged conversation you can imagine," and that just makes me think about when I hang out with my friends and we get all comfortable, looking all cute, or when we even go out to dinner. Our friend group is just our conversations aren't normal, and we talk about the most random things. And I'm sure whoever overhears our conversation probably wonders what's going on.
It goes from point A to point Z.
And it's probably sharing details that shouldn't be shared in public or should be kept to yourself. So that's my favorite meme of the day. Once again, you can see that on our YouTube. So you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anyways, Suju, what is your favorite meme?
Yes, let me look right now. So, I again got deep. And mine is May 2023 be the year that you start believing in your magic, and most importantly, the year you start believing in yourself.
Yes.
I like that.
Okay.
Yes.
That was sweet.
Like, love yourself, believe in your magic, you know?
Yeah. I know. I just like even though this is like now our second episode of the year, it completely went over my head about it being the new year.
Right?
So I am very hopeful. I feel like this year's gonna be a very good year. And our last guest, Hannah, she asked us if we had resolutions. So just to copy her,
We want to ask you.
if you guys have any like resolutions for the year or anything. It's not a resolution per se.
Look at each other.
I do got some.
She got it.
You know, well, I want to incorporate Pilates into my workout routine.
Yes.
So I already weight train and everything.
Nice.
And I also want to include more cardio. Work-wise, I own my own lash business.
Oh,
so,
wow.
shameless plug.
Yeah.
Eyelashes.
All of that.
Eyelashes. I also do plan on working on an acrylic line for nails. So, working on my social media presence. So, just trying to be more consistent, posting. So, right now I post probably like once a week. I want to post 2-3 times a week instead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's better than me.
Small
I post like
goals.
once every 3 months.
I don't post on Instagram at all. It's mostly for like my TikTok.
Oh, okay. You do. Okay, so we're going to definitely make sure to link all of that in there.
Yes.
So that's really good. Multiple streams
Good
of
for
income.
you.
We're manifesting all of that. 7-figure
Spoken
lifestyle.
into existence.
So that's really good, Tammy. It doesn't have to be a resolution. Just like
I just want to travel more, only because
Yes.
I go to the same places a lot, like when I travel wise, but I want to do
what are
like
these places?
so.
Is it Miami?
Miami.
Yeah.
I love Miami too. I go to Miami like every few months.
Look at each other. Is it Miami?
I love Miami it's just so fun in Miami, and then also everyone visits Miami, so you can embarrass yourself and it doesn't matter because you will never see these people again.
That's literally my
like it just
mindset too. Where do you want to like go this year?
So I'm planning to go to Europe for the first time, and I'm really excited about it. Yeah.
Yeah, fun.
That sounds so fun.
That's really good. So I'm really happy for you. Traveling's important. Yeah, last year was my first time really traveling a lot because I was always scared about like the money, right? But it's like money always comes back to you, so but time doesn't. So
YOLO.
That's what I be thinking too. I feel like if I spend it, I'm gonna get it back anyway.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's a great mindset, but
no, I mean it is like it's because when you have this mindset of like scarcity and like things are not gonna come back to you, that's what's gonna happen, right? It's like the mind is a powerful tool, so.
You're right.
Yeah, 2023, we making breakthrough. We having fun. We're gonna go places beyond Miami.
Yes, please.
We're gonna get some stamps on our passport.
Right. I do love Miami. Like I'm really itching to go back, and I'm really like, I'm just like I need to chill.
Yeah, literally. Like I'm just like I could just do a day trip. To be honest,
all I need is a good 24 hours. I can sleep on the plane.
Thank you so much for sharing the memes. We had a good laugh. And now we're gonna get deep. Are you guys ready to get deep?
Alright.
We're gonna ask our first question, which is, what does self-love and self-evolution mean for you?
I know. Take a second to think.
Yeah.
I feel like you picked the wrong people for this episode.
No, it's for anyone. Yeah.
Even if it's
We're like the poster child for like depression.
I feel like
that's very common, but
But like, freak it, we ball.
yeah, that's self-love. F it, we ball.
I feel like self-love is what's that word? Sometimes I'm like, can I even English? But preservation, like
Wow.
like-
See? You guys know the answer.
Yeah, like wanting to keep going, if that makes sense.
Yes.
You know, like doing stuff where like, oh, like I'm not gonna do this because it's bad for me.
Yeah.
So just doing stuff that's good for yourself. I feel like
Even when
that's
you don't want to
self-love.
do it, right?
Even when you don't want to do it. Yeah.
I feel like we need to
self-love.
ask you in a later episode, like, how do you have the motivation? Because you have the lash business, you have the nail business, you have like the acrylic venture, like you have so many ventures. So it's like,
I mean, we can ask her that.
yeah, we need to ask her, like, how do you?
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, how bad do you want it?
That's a self-love aspect.
That's part of
You really-
self-love.
Yeah.
You don't want your future self to be struggling
No.
and feeling unfulfilled.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
like-
important.
Yep.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah.
Tammy, how do you see self-love?
I can't. We're like ready for Tammy. Like, what does self-love mean for you?
I mean, I feel like self-love is just like, you know, actually caring about yourself as a person and like who you are. But like you also need to know your worth, because the thing is, you could, like she said, you could have that motivation, but at the same time you won't, like, you'll just let like other stuff happen to you and just allow stuff like that, like you could be on your own road, but you know, it'd be like different bumps in the road, and some people, like, they might just ignore it, like they're just like, but then it could be like a pothole.
I can't let that
And you gotta actually like deal with it and stuff like that. So I'm like,
that was a beautiful.
Yeah, you're so wise.
That was a. She's like,
She's like, life, there could be a pothole.
Yeah.
yeah, there's some things you can't ignore, and
sometimes you gotta go around it though.
oh,
Or
yeah.
you're gonna fuck up your car. I mean, mess up your car.
I mean, but then also sometimes we get into like tunnel vision, right? When you're just like, you're not really assessing everything else, and you're just so laser focused that something could throw you off. But like you said, like you both said, like having that desire to put yourself in a better position, that you're gonna figure it out and keep moving forward. So that was very valuable.
I feel like I always figure it out, but I just gotta take a nap first.
One thing about it, a nap is gonna do a lot of clarifying.
No, because I feel like also, I don't know, I'm a big dream person, so like if I take a nap sometimes it helps me, because like I feel like I have very vivid dreams, so it's like my body be telling me stuff without me knowing. And it's happened like multiple times where like I'll see something in a dream and I won't pay attention to it.
Because
But
do you
then-
have a dream diary?
No, I don't.
You
But
should do a dream diary.
I
I used
actually,
to have one.
I feel like I
As a
remember my
kid.
dreams like
Vividly?
not like if it's important, yeah, like.
Yeah.
Like, I would say more so when I was, like, in a relationship, I would have, like, these crazy dreams.
That was telling you.
Yeah, and I'd be like, maybe I'm just, like, being crazy or I'm, like, just being
We were just
toxic
talking
or
about
whatever. But then, like, also, then, like, I'll just, like, put it into action, right? Yeah. Like.
I love it.
That's so funny.
That's really good. You're so for you, it's like really listening to that inner to yourself.
Yeah,
To
I
the
feel like
inner
your
voice.
body knows before you do sometimes. And, like, it be trying to tell you. And then you just be trying to silence it. But you should listen.
Yes.
That's good.
Ready for a game?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
What game is it?
You can go. Wait, what is this game, Allison?
Is it Hello Stranger? Hello. It's on
Yes.
the box.
We're not really strangers.
We're not really strangers. Once again, this is gonna be linked in the bio, so you guys could play this with your people if you're interested in doing so. So this is just a great like icebreaker, get to know you situation. We're gonna play the abbreviated way. So each of us are gonna get a card from the level 2 section in the game. When you draw the card, keep it face down. So we're gonna do that.
So, ready?
Okay, so draw a card from that
Should we
level
pick two
2.
cards or one?
Just pick one card
Okay.
because it's all a bunch of us today.
Yeah.
And keep the
Okay.
card
Oh, yeah, I
face
picked two by
down.
accident.
Oh, yeah.
But here's
You cheating?
nah, bro.
You can tell me the truth. I won't
You
tell
want me
them.
to cheat?
And so now that we have the cards, when it's your turn, read your question out loud and choose one player in a group to answer that question. And you cannot select the player that had just answered the question. So I guess who wants to start?
Who wants to start?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I guess Tammy, you can start. And,
Yeah,
read your
Tammy.
question out loud.
Mine is
And
level
just-
2 connection. Ooh, spicy.
Mm-hmm.
What's your father's name and tell me one thing about him?
And just
That
pick
sounds
someone.
like a security question. Like, you know when you don't know your
Yeah, like
password?
a scammer question.
Who wrote this game? I already know about Sunju's family, so I'm gonna ask you.
Oh, okay. My father's name. And tell me one thing about him. Okay, yeah. My dad's
And you
name
could
is-
keep his initials. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my dad's name is E. Y'all need to
you don't need to know the full name.
And he was a professional soccer player, and
Wow.
he still plays soccer to this
Ooh.
day, and he's
That is so cool.
60. He's about to be 63. So, yeah, lifelong soccer player. He has the best legs I've ever seen in life. And that just I can't relate. Yeah, that's my boy though.
He cool.
Whatever. So, my question is, what is your first love's name and the reason you fell in love with him/her? I'm not
That's
picking on
deep.
you.
That's
Well,
deep.
but because
That's so deep.
I'm gonna pick you.
Oh God. My first love's name.
And it could be initials. You don't have to
Yeah,
reveal
yeah.
the whole name.
Have you
You don't
ever
wanna
been
give
in
him-
love? Like,
Give that person too much
Duh.
clout.
Too much
So-
airtime.
I wouldn't even count it as like a first love because it was so short. Does
because
that
she wasn't
count?
in love.
I mean, emotion. There's a lot of emotion behind
It
it.
was definitely a lot of emotion.
I guess one would call that a first love.
Wait, but the thing is, how do you know if you love a person and what's the difference between love and like just thinking you
when
love
you're
someone?
young, I don't feel like even the older people don't even know. 'Cause
That's
everyone
so
has their own
true.
definition of it, right?
And there's some people who say, like, even after they've been in relationships, they're like, I still don't know if it was love.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
feel like my first love was actually my love, but it was like that's only because we still have a connection to this day. But the person like after him, like that wasn't my first love. Like we were just talking. Like it was just like kid
Yeah,
stuff.
like I'm not really sure. I've only really seriously been with 2 people, and I feel like you can't really count your first. I mean, what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
his name started with an A.
Fine
Honestly,
with.
like I feel like at that point in my life, I was just like, that was like my first boyfriend, so that was the reason.
He gave you the attention.
The reason is so simple.
Yeah.
It's so simple. Just like, that's your boyfriend, so you just love him.
Yeah.
No, quite literally, that's what happened with my first relationship. And looking back, I consider it a trauma bond versus
Honestly,
same.
Yeah.
Like, that was not a relationship nor love. But, yeah. So, okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
What are you more afraid of, failure or success, and why?
That is so deep.
That is. I never really thought about that.
Who is going to answer that one?
Tammy?
Me? Okay. I would say I'm more scared of failure, only for the fact that I've never really thought about being scared of success. Only because I pretty much... So the thing is, I wouldn't say I'm in like a great place right now, but like throughout my whole life, I pretty much kept the same people in my life. So it's like, I feel like that would never really change. And like, I'm not the type of person that really like go out, like girls go out to the club and make friends like that. I don't really like, that's not really my thing. I just like the people that I like, and I don't really make new friends that much.
I
Yeah.
feel like you made a lot of new friends.
I can't believe. I feel like people with like your personality, like very
And
like,
them having
outgoing,
1,000 million
bubbly.
friends.
I know. I mean, I would say I know a lot of people, but I hang out with the same people consistently.
So you are scared of failure.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Which I mean, I feel like we all are. So
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so she went.
I'll
Tammy
go.
went.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, so who do I ask? I should ask you, right?
no, she
So-
already answered one.
she
You answered
answered one.
She
She
answered the fell in love one.
I answered. Oh, it's okay.
You
We
messed up.
We'll ask. I'll ask them.
Yeah. You that this next question is for Sunju.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What lesson took you the longest to unlearn?
That's like, oh, that was a
Why are they
perfect one
asking
for
me such
you.
deep questions?
Yeah.
I think it's that there is no failure. Like, I feel like going back to, like, you know how you mentioned about, like, perfectionism, sometimes, like, it kind of gets to you with everything. But then it's like, there really is no failure.
It's just lessons.
There really is no failure.
Exactly.
You know, and it's just like, just
What
go
about
on.
like rock
Yeah.
bottom? And you choose to stay there. Because I know
if
that's
you're
I feel like-
choosing, that's I guess like that's not rock bottom. You're just okay with that, no?
You right. You right.
I mean, I don't know if anyone hits their own rock bottom wants to stay there, but like we discussed in our previous episode, even if you may feel like you made a wrong mistake, may it be like, oh, you weren't focused enough in school and something happened, or you may have took this job opportunity versus this one. Like, even in those outcomes where you didn't like it, and just think about your past, all that you went through is what you had to go through to be here now. You know what I'm saying? And to be the person you are today. So I completely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a tough one to like actually comprehend.
Yeah. Sometimes you're like, why God? Why universe? You know?
Exactly. Especially growing up in this society where it seems like they try to, especially with school, to keep you on a track, and if you don't meet these certain milestones, you're a quote unquote failure, when it's not the truth. Where
Right.
everyone needs to go at their own pace and
I
learn.
hate that like society, like schools and stuff like that, always pushed for like kids to go to college. But then the thing is, like, some kids that didn't go to college, like, they'll start their own business, and you can still find a way to like, you
Find
know,
your outlet.
yeah, because the thing is, I feel like college and school isn't the right path for everyone. But the thing is, teachers and stuff like that will always push you, especially like they'll be like, oh, you're not going to do anything because if you don't go to college. Like,
That is so real, because I feel like everyone has their own unique journey. And I feel like mainstream education is very much like, this is the only path. But then you made a really good point, because a lot of the people who come on our show, like, they have so many different ventures. Like, they're kind of like you guys, where it's like, I did this, but this is not the only thing about me.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the way we should educate, or we should think about education, where it's not like you're kind of like proposing a certain ideology onto kids. Like, they should have their own way to have creativity.
No, that's why I really do appreciate the times that we live in now. Because when I was growing up, like, the only example that you had of somebody who was a dropout, or people who dropped out of Harvard, or like they dropped out and they came from multi-million-dollar families. Like, what's the creator of Facebook's name again? Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of college and started Facebook, but he also went to Harvard. Yeah. And now today we see people getting famous and successful off of the pink sauce lady from TikTok. Like, how she was creating that on her TikTok, and now it's being sold in Walmart. And we're just seeing all of these examples where
also, what's that the one boxer that he couldn't even read when he started boxing?
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
No
so,
way.
But I'm just like,
wow.
And he makes all that money. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
so you don't have to be some extraordinary person.
There's different ways of intelligence. It's not just book smart.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And there's many tools you could utilize to progress.
So maybe we should ask you guys this. Is like, how did you guys get into your career? Knowing that at times people have like a certain ideology of like, this is how you can get by. And what made you guys to keep going at times when we may have had like teachers or like older people like, this is the lifestyle you guys should have, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'd say I just didn't know what I wanted to do, so I didn't want to go to college and like spend money on classes that I didn't actually want to take.
Yeah.
So then I needed a job, so my friend was like, come do nails with me. So I just did nails, and I found out I'm really good at it, so I just kept doing it.
Wow.
And it wasn't really a time where I was like struggling, where I was like, oh my God, like I need to go back to school.
Yeah.
So I just kept doing my thing.
So like, how did you keep going? Like, did you ever had like dark moments when you were doing your nail career or like your business ventures, or like, would you say like overall you had good moments?
Overall I had good moments. I feel like generally I have like a strong belief in myself.
Wow.
So I'm not scared of like, I'm gonna fail because I didn't go to school. In fact, I don't regret not going to school at all.
Have you always had like a strong sense of self assurance, or was that something you had to work on like growing up?
No, I think I have a little God complex.
A God complex could
I love that.
Do it.
Wait, what is your sign again?
Scorpio.
There you go. Scorpio God complex.
Yeah, every Scorpio I know is very strong-willed.
They're very like, I just do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I feel like Scorpios give off like nonchalant.
Mine too, I could pretty much accomplish. I feel like everything in life is just like little steps, and you just gotta complete each little step. And it's not a big deal.
It's like when you play the game and it'd be the mission.
It's like Pokemon or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's every game. They tell you like a little checklist you gotta do.
Level 10, level 20, level 30, level 40.
I heard that from successful people I heard like some successful people view life as a video game. Like, I just have to finish this level and I go to the next and go to the next, which, I mean, I guess it does help with, like, progressing through life, right? Versus, I don't know, not looking at it through a game and looking at it like a mundane or I'm not capable of this or that. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wait, what about you, Tamey? Like, what drew you and how, like, you got yourself inspired?
So pretty much I had like the classic Vietnamese story. My mom threw me in the nail salon because she wanted me to make money. But the thing is, I she probably takes nails more seriously than I do. Like, I like my job, but I don't see it as a career. Like, I already know I'm gonna do something else later on. The problem is like, since I already have a job, and I feel like doing nails right now is a really good time compared to when I first started. Because when I first started, pedicures were like $20.
Yeah, I remember
The acrylic full set was like 20.
25.
Yeah, 20. And then gel wasn't really a thing. The nail art was always just the lines, the old flower thing. Yeah, so it was like, but nowadays, like, you know, there's like even like different type of Frenches and stuff like that. So I feel like nails are totally different than it was when I first started. So I feel like it is actually like really good industry to like be in a career, but it's like, oh my god, my posture be hurting already, like everything. I just don't love doing nails. Let's just put it like that. Like, I'd rather do something else, but it's just hard for me to figure out what I want to do, and I don't want to go to school without knowing ahead of time.
Have you
and waste time, because like I be hearing people change their majors like 3-4 times, and I'm like, that's a lot, don't you think?
Yeah, but sometimes classes overlap with each other,
Yeah,
because like
but
those first couple years you do have to take those general classes.
It's just more so because I feel like I have a job already, so it's like I feel like I would have to go to school to get a better job than what I have.
Yeah. I mean, there's different ways around it, but so like, besides school, is there any other way that you're like trying to figure out what's making you happy, or like, is there any ways that you're thinking about?
I mean, I feel like career wise I'm not happy, but like mentally I'm like a work hard, play hard type of person, and I feel like that helps because I work a lot. So like, for me to be like, and then I go out and that'll be like my release. That's how I probably go out so much, but I do love outside, so that might be it also.
So, because you touched on like, you know, how you got started because of your mom, in terms of like wellness routines and taking care of yourself, like even like you may be going through it with a friend or something, first, how has your upbringing impacted how you take care of yourself now in adulthood? And two, like, what are like some ways that you practice? I mean, you mentioned you like to go out. What are some ways that you take care of yourself?
I feel like my mom's a little toxic. She's definitely not just a little. She's a Virgo. A September Virgo.
Oh. I feel like that's all Asian parents.
Yeah, like, but then when you put the Virgo in, it's a little spice. So my mom, she kind of like, ever since I got my first job, even though I was like making minimum wage, like 7 something, she told me to pay bills, and it wasn't like a normal amount. It would be like most of my paycheck.
Oh wow.
And that was like pretty much my whole life. When I started doing nails, I was pretty much making a good amount, but I didn't really realize the amount of like what money was really worth. So like, literally I would give my mom my whole salary for the week, and I would just keep my tips, because the thing was, it was tips, and like that was enough for me. But if you think about it, like if you actually did the math for it, like she actually got like a lot out of me, like way more than like rent or bills would cost as an adult. Yeah. And then
so you kind of had to see the reality soon.
Yeah.
So you think she did that just for you to understand?
I don't know why she did. I feel like my mom did that because it's like, my mom is old school, so she's actually from Vietnam, and like over there, like the kids do everything for their parents, like they work for their parents, like, you know, and like over here it's not really like that. So it's like,
different
for me,
culture.
That's you know what, that is something, because we're both immigrants as well. I'm living in a completely different culture that your parents grew up in, but your parents still want to bring you up in their culture, so it's like trying to,
it's conflicting at times.
Yeah, because like my other friends, like I got my first job when I was a freshman, and my other friends was out here doing whatever they wanted. Their parents let them do whatever, and this is like, I went to Catholic school, so them kids had money, but I was a scholarship kid, so but the thing is, I did really good. Like literally my tuition for the whole year was only $300, and theirs was like a lot, like
a college tuition.
Like a lot. So, but I would say my mom did get me ready for the world, so that I would actually like have something to do. Like, I can't like sit on my butt. Like, I actually have to have a job, or do something. But also, my mom taught me that like I got myself type of thing. Because the thing is, if something happens, I don't really got nobody to like help me, because I help my mom, so she's not gonna like help me type of thing, because I help her. But that like, so like for example, I can make a mistake, but I can't make big mistakes.
Yeah.
Only for the fact that I know that I have to take care of it myself.
Yeah, no,
That's
I think that's a lot of
yeah.
especially immigrant children. We can't because we're building that generation now. We're
the
here
lineage.
we're making we're setting the roots. So
It's so crazy because Hannah was saying the same thing.
Yeah,
how her mom and her grandmother taught her, like, you always have to think about your future.
Yeah.
It's very
no one's gonna come save you.
Yeah. Or they will, but it's the upbringing.
And nothing comes free.
Yeah.
I mean, I pretty much agree with whatever she's saying.
Just whatever.
With what she said, along with the fact that at the end of the day, you really only got yourself because, you know, coming from immigrant parents, they can't help you. And as the eldest, like, I'm my older sister, so I have to help my little sister and stuff like that.
You leading the way.
I'm literally the youngest, and I still gotta carry it for my mom. Like, literally to this day. Like, when I be comparing to my siblings, I'll be like, so like for example, it'll be her birthday, so I'm like, my mom will ask me for something insane, and I'll ask my siblings, so like, what did you get her? They'll be like, oh, I just got her decorations for her party. The other one will be like, oh, I just bought her birthday cake. This lady come up to me and ask me for like a Louis Vuitton something, and I'll just be looking like, are you kidding me? And I'm the youngest, so I'm just like, why do you think I got all this money? I mean, I do work and I don't have no kids, but at the same time, I don't understand why she expects so much from me compared to my other siblings who are older, who also are like on the same type of career path, kind of.
I think
it just doesn't make sense to me.
One day I want us to interview an immigrant parent, so we can just like really
get their perspective. Like, why do you do this? Like, have a list of questions.
There's only so many questions I have for them.
Like, why do you do this to us?
Right? Why are you so mean?
So then, like, okay, knowing that this is going on, like, how do you still keep your grace, your poise?
Yeah,
like your flowers and butterflies, you know?
Or even like, you know, just try not to go insane. Like,
yeah,
I do go insane.
Oh, so you just let it out. Thank you guys so much. So just in closing, we just like to ask our guests, what would you tell yourself like 5 years from now? Your future self.
You a baby. Mic drop. That's it.
That's it.
I just be like, you're doing good. I feel like, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for this conversation.
This was lovely.
Yeah, we had so much fun. We had a good laugh.
If you guys want to share like any social media handles, like any projects, anything.
Yeah, where can we follow you?
Or whatever you're comfortable
if you do
with
want to
sharing.
share.
I mean, my username is pretty much the same on all platforms. It's Huilin.
She's famous, y'all.
No. It's Huilin ITS
My famous friend.
HUILIN.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I go out in public, they be like, oh my gosh, aren't you Huilin?
Nobody says that.
And then I'll be in the background like, yes, that is. Get her a drink. My name is TN period 713. The same thing on Cash App also, in case y'all was wondering.
We'll be sure to add that in the description box. And yeah, once again, follow us on all social media platforms at Just Flow with AS on Instagram and TikTok. On YouTube, you can follow us at Just Flow with Ali and SJ. And also listen to the podcast on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, and everything.
Every
else.
platform.
Yeah, every platform. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Yay.
Oh, you guys did good.
That was cool.
That was fun.